All right, guys. Well, I said we'd save a little bit of time, take some of your live Twitter questions. Once again, you still got some time to get some in. Tweet to us. Make sure you're following us on Twitter at Collider Video and tweet to us some questions, and we'll see if we can get yours on. So, Wendy, what have you picked out?
Adam Henson asks, Bruce Wayne's story has been told so many times, so would you even be interested in a Batman Beyond movie?
No. We've actually over the years we've probably taken a question like this 3 or 4 times. No, and nobody in the general public is interested in a Batman Beyond movie. The few people who did watch the cartoon swear by the cartoon and really love the cartoon, but I believe it only lasted 3 seasons.
Yeah, 3 seasons, and they did the Batman Return of the Joker. That's where they brought
and they
Mark
did that.
Hamill,
And but look, I guarantee you, if we go out to the Burbank 16, the AMC Burbank 16 across the street, we poll 200 people coming out of a movie theater and say, "Hey, are you interested?" I can't remember the kid's name.
Jason McSquigginson.
Yeah, Jason McSquiggy. Let's, for argument's sake, say that. Say, if we ask 100 people coming out, say, "Who's Batman?" 99 of them are going to say Bruce Wayne, and the other one's going to be drunk. So I mean, that's who people want to see as Batman, as Bruce Wayne. The average movie going on is not interested in somebody other than Bruce Wayne being Batman. Do you guys think it's different than that, or how do you see it?
I agree movie-wise, but look at the world we live in right now. CW and all these other TV networks. Look at Marvel's Netflix. There's no reason that Warner Brothers can't do a Batman Beyond television series.
Sure.
Exists in a totally different universe. You can have that kind of flavor. You can have that fun with old Bruce Wayne mentoring in this new kid in the future. I think it would be a great TV series. That's the way I would run it. I would do it as a TV series, try it out, 10 episodes on some CW channel, or maybe, Hulu, spend some money. You know what I mean? That's the way I would rock it. I don't see it competing with Batman in the movies yet.
I would much rather see that than Gotham. I think that would have been a better choice.
Right? You'd actually see a Batman as opposed to some kid. So.
All right, what's next?
Oscar Herrera writes, what do you think will be the percentage drop between week 1 and week 2 for Star Wars The Force Awakens?
I think it's going to be bigger than you think. I think it's going to be bigger simply because of how successful it's going to be. See, you hear me say at first it's going to be a bigger drop than you think. You think you're saying it's going to fail. No, it's going to be a big drop because it's going to be so successful. Everybody and their sister's cat are going to go see Star Wars The Force Awakens in week 1. They're all going. And not as many people are as stupid as me who will go and keep spending their money to see a movie 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. And so I think you're going to see a significant drop-off. I believe, not like super drop, not like a 70% 50 Shades of Grey kind of drop-off, but I think a industry average of about, I think you're going to see a 50% drop. Right. So there are some people out there who are saying, it's going to be like a 10% drop. I would believe that if I thought not too many people are excited about Star Wars, so a bunch of people are going to go see it. It's going to get good word of mouth and carry over. That's not applicable here. Everybody's going to go see it week 1. So I believe we're looking at a 50% drop-off. Christian, over or under 50%, the drop-off for Star Wars The Force Awakens?
I think it'll just be a little under 50.
So like in the 45 range or something?
Yeah, close. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it made, because I'm still holding it at about 180 million opening weekend. So if it does something along like the 100 million mark, maybe a little more around the second week, I wouldn't be surprised if that hits. But just around that, I think that would be great to be able to hold that. But I think that the third week is going to have a less drop.
I agree. Yeah. I agree with you.
I don't see it dropping 50. I mean, everyone I know didn't get tickets.
Good point.
I'm talking about everyone I know. Yeah. Everyone, aside from us when Dennis was on, I just barely got tickets. I barely got them because I was like, what are you guys all doing? Dennis was like, we're online getting tickets. You want some? I was like, yeah, I guess.
See, y'all don't know this. You guys can't see Dennis back there, but all Dennis barely does is like every minute or so he'll look up to see if the show's still running. Other than that, he's got Fallout 4 on one screen and Star Wars The Force Awakens ticket grabbing on the other screen. Right. That's pretty much all he does.
I would not I would not have my tickets if it wasn't for Dennis. And I was random. I was eating a sandwich. Yeah, why don't you get me 4 tickets, whatever. Got those tickets and the internet shut down. So I was like lucky, just randomly lucky I got these tickets. Thank you, Dennis. But honestly, everyone else I know is like, damn, I didn't get my tickets. They're seeing it the next week. I predict a 20% drop. Wow. Because I think all the sweaties got those tickets, and everyone else, and I'm talking the sweaties are like, I got 10 tickets for me and my other sweaty friends. So forget regular people. They're like, how come everything's sold out? They're seeing it the second weekend.
But what do you think it's going to make opening week? You said like
I think it's going to make way over 200 million.
So wow. If you think it'll make 200 million the second week also?
I don't know about 200 the second week. I'm saying the opening weekend, it's going to make insane amounts, bucket loads of money, unheard of amounts of money. Second week, I think it'll probably break 100 million second week.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But then your drop's close to 50%.
Yeah, I guess my drop is going to be, I'm saying 20%. So let's say 150 just to keep my weird prediction correct. So
I'm going to side with you a little bit here. If I'm still going to hang around the 220, 230 million opening weekend. If you're right, and I think you have a very good chance of being right here, that the opening weekend is like in the 180 range. Let's say it's in the 170 to 185 million range. I'm going to adjust my drop-off percentage. Then I'll say the percentage drop-off will be much less because of everything that you point out, those great points that you raised. So I guess we got to see what the opening weekend number is first before we really decide. All right, let's take 2 more questions.
Okay. Jose Haley writes, can Creed survive as a franchise without Rocky as a character?
That is a
question.
Terrific question because...
Wait, spoilers. Why would you guys say Rocky's not in it? I haven't seen Creed yet.
We're not saying anything, but I mean, first of all, Michael B. Jordan is an exceptional acting talent in this business, and he's just getting started. This guy is going to be a superstar on Denzel level for a long time. That being said, the heart of the movie, I believe, was the fact that it was a Rocky passing of the torch kind of movie in a way that Rocky V failed to be. He was really the heart of it, and that's why I think it was the National Board of Review gave Sylvester Stallone the Best Supporting Actor award for the year, and I do believe Stallone's going to get nominated at the Oscars for Best Supporting Actor. Whether he wins or not is another question. But can you carry on without Rocky there? Uphill battle. I don't know, Christian. What do you think?
It's gonna be. I almost want you to do earmuffs for a second because I don't want the way I'm going to answer it.
You guys aren't going to earmuff it. Answer that.
Well, the
question.
way I'm going to answer it is that I think that you can do. I think what they've done, what Ryan Coogler did with the first movie, was he paralleled the first Rocky very much.
Well.
Burgess Meredith.
I think he's going to parallel Creed 2 the same way as Rocky 2, and I think he'll parallel the series the same way.
You mean Rocky 3?
No, Rocky 2. I think
Okay.
Rocky 2 will be for Creed 2, and then as we get longer, you could eventually do it without him. I think that you
Eventually
you can, because if you build up Adonis Creed and more characters in the universe, the same way you did in the Rocky universe, you can do it. Right now, you need him. You need him. He's Mickey for him, and you needed Mickey with Rocky, and you needed it for a bit. Now, I also think that Stallone wrote off characters too fast in the original franchise, but whether or not they're going to do that, who knows? But they need to introduce more iconic characters throughout the franchise. But you can do one eventually, but not yet. Not for the sequel. You need Rocky back for the sequel.
Totally agree. All right, last question of the day.
All right. Tyler Jeffrey writes, which original movie of 2016 are you most excited for?
Well, I don't want to go into that too much because we have a special editorial we've got coming up here before the end of the year of our most anticipated films of the year. So I'm not going to say. I'm not going to answer that question. Yeah, so there you go.
Hey guys, if you like this clip, click here to watch the entire episode. Also, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel because it'll help you stay up to date with all the stuff we've got going on here at Collider.